Islam family. I am Sheikah Carolyn Youngbay, calling out of the Wayne County, North Carolina Republic, and I will be facilitating the National Holy Night Conference called This Creation, Friday, September 23rd, 2022, according to the Gregorian calendar. Welcome to our National Holy Night Conference call given by the Moorish Science Temple, the Divine and National Movement of North America, Incorporated, number 13, Moorish American National Republic. First I rise, giving all perfect praise and high honors to our Father God, Allah. I give honors to all of our ancestors, known and unknown, and to all true and divine prophets, naming and recognizing Jesus, Muhammad, Buddha, and Confucius, and the last prophet in these days and times, our Redeemer, our illustrious Hebrew prophet, Noble U.S.A, in his first, second, and third form. I extend my honors to the forerunner for Noble U.S.A, Marcus Mosiah Garvey, and to our National Grand Sheikh Joel Bratton Bey, to all national officials, to the sheikhs, sheikesses, deputy sheikesses, brothers and sisters, visitors, guests, and parents and students in our Sunday schools, and everyone on the call. I greet you all with Islam. Happy Holy Night to all of those that are on the call, to all the Moors around the world. Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom. As we proceed, we always open with our Moorish American prayer. For those of you who are able, please stand in an erect posture facing the east. Our heels are together and our toes are separated at a 45-degree angle. Our upper arms are parallel to the floor. Our forearms are upright with 5 fingers extended, 5 fingers erect and together on the left hand, and 2 fingers erect and together on the right hand. Islam. Allah, the Father of the universe, the Father of love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice. Allah is our protector, our guide, and our salvation by night and by day through his holy prophet, Drew Ali, Amin, Islam. At this time, we'll be going into the reading of our Constitution and bylaws. The Divine Constitution and Bylaws, the Moorish Science Temple of America. Crescent Moon and Star, Salvation, All-Seeing Eye, Allah, Handpress, Unity. The Moorish Science Temple of America, the Divine Constitution and Bylaws, Islam. Act 1. The Grand Sheikh and the chairman of the Moorish Science Temple of America is empowered to make law and enforce laws with the assistance of the Prophet and the grand body of the Moorish Science Temple of America. The assistant Grand Sheikh is to assist the Grand Sheikh in all affairs if he lives according to love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice. And it is known before the members of the Moorish Science Temple of America. Act 2. All meetings are to be opened and closed promptly, according to the Circle 7, with love, and love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice. Friday is our holy day of rest, because on Friday, the first man was formed in flesh, and on Friday, the first man departed out of flesh and ascended unto his Father God, Allah. For that cause, Friday is the holy day for all Moslems all over the world. Act 3. Love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice must be proclaimed and practiced by all members of the Moorish Science Temple of America. No member is to put in danger or accuse falsely his brother or sister on any occasion at all that may harm his brother or sister, because Allah is love. Act 4. All members must preserve these holy and divine laws, and all members must obey the laws of the government, because by being a Moorish American, you are a part and parcel of the government and must live the life accordingly. Act 5. This organization of the Moorish Science Temple of America is not to cause any confusion or to overthrow the laws and constitution of the said government, but to obey hereby. Act 6. With us, all members must proclaim their nationality, and we are teaching our people their nationality and their divine creed, that they must know that they are a part and parcel of this government, and know that they are not Negroes, colored folks, black people, or Ethiopians, because these names were given to slaves by slaveholders in 1779 and lasted until 1865 during the time of slavery. But this is a new era of time now, and all men now must proclaim their free national name to be recognized by the government in which they live and the nations of the earth. This is the reason why Allah, the great God of the universe, ordained noble Drew Ali, the prophet, to redeem his people from their sinful ways. The Moorish Americans are the descendants of the ancient Moabites who inhabited the northwestern and southwestern shores of Africa. Act 7. All members must promptly attend their meetings and become a part and parcel of all uplifting acts of the Moorish Science Temple of America. Members must pay their dues and keep in line with all necessities of the Moorish Science Temple of America. Then you are entitled to the name of faithful. Husband, you must support your wife and children. Wife, you must obey your husband and take care of your children and look after the duties of your household. Sons and daughters must obey father and mother and be industrious and become a part of the uplifting of fallen humanity. All Moorish Americans must keep their hearts and minds pure with love and their bodies clean with water. This divine covenant is from your holy prophet, noble Drew Ali, through the guidance of his father God, Allah. Noble Drew Ali, founder, Islam. At this time, we will be continuing with our additional laws for the Moorish Americans by the prophet, noble Drew Ali. Islam. Questionnaire and additional laws for the Moorish Americans by the prophet, noble Drew Ali. Act 1. Grand sheikhs and governors and heads of all temples, all businesses, each said temple must be approved by the prophet, noble Drew Ali. Before acting upon by any member, let it be financed properly or any line of life that will cause the members to sacrifice finance, etc., that will cause the support of any group of members. Any former officer that violates these laws is subject to be removed from his office under heavy restrictions, etc., by the prophet or the Grand Sheikh. Act 2. All members are to attend their ADAP meetings and their public meetings promptly. If a member is found standing around on their meeting period, shall be fined 50 cents on the first cause, and on the second, he will be fined $1, which will go on your emergency fund. If member is working, his monthly dues must be paid, and if he has money in the bank, he must subscribe for as much as he is able to the Moorish Uplifting Fund, because it takes finance to uplift a nation. Act 3. It is lawful and divine duty of every good member, if he is able in finance, to aid me in saving the nation, and if he does not, he is an enemy to the cause of uplifting his own people, and justice must catch you. Let it be he or she according to love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice, as I have the power invested in my hand, and I will have to enforce the law in order to save the nation. Act 4. All members, while making a public speech, must not use any assertion against the American flag, or speak radical against the church or any member of any organized group because we are to teach love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice. Act 5. All members must promptly attend their meetings and send their children to Sunday school, and the teacher must confirm himself to the questionnaire. And let every member exercise his five senses who is able to do so, because out from your Sunday school comes the guiders of the nation. Act 6. With us, all members must proclaim their nationality, and we are teaching our people their nationality and their divine creed, that they may know that they are, pardon self, that they must know that they are a part and partial of this said government, and know that they are not Negroes, colored folks, black people, or Ethiopians, because these names were given to slaves by slaveholders in 1779 and lasted until 1865 during the time of slavery. But this is a new era of time now, and all men now must proclaim their free national name to be recognized by the government in which they live and the nations of the earth. This is the reason why Allah, the great God of the universe, ordained noble Drew Ali, the prophet, to redeem his people from their sinful ways. The Moorish Americans are descendants of the ancient Moabites who inhabited the northwestern and southwestern shores of Africa. Act 7. All members must promptly attend their meetings and become a part and partial of all uplifting acts of the Moorish Science Temple. Members must pay their dues and keep in line with all necessities of the Moorish Science Temple. Then you are entitled to the name of faithful. Husband, you must support your wife and children. Wife, you must obey your husband and take care of your children and look after the duties of your household. Sons and daughters must obey father and mother and be industrious and become a part of the uplifting of fallen humanity. All Moorish Americans must keep their hearts and minds pure with love and their bodies clean with water. This divine covenant is from your holy prophet, Noble Drew Ali, through the guidance of his Father God, Allah. Islam, Most High bless. May Allah be pleased with the reading of our divine constitution and bylaws and the additional laws for the Moorish Americans by the Prophet, Noble Drew Ali. Islam Moors, just a reminder for those of you who are not speaking, please remember to mute your phones because these calls are being recorded. Islam, Islam, Islam. Again, Moors, welcome to our National Holy Night conference call given by the Moorish Science Temple, the Divine and National Movement of North America Incorporated, number 13, Moorish American National Republic. Again, happy holy day, happy holy night to everyone on the call and to all the Muslims around the world. Shabbat shalom, Shabbat shalom, Shabbat shalom, salam. At this time, I would like to invite all members, guests, and visitors on the call who would like to acknowledge their presence in joining us this evening. Please, at this time, you can press star to unmute your line, introduce yourself, and where you're calling from. Islam?
Islam.
Islam, definitely.
Islam, Sheikhs, and good to hear your vibration is creation. Trusting all is well with you and the divine minister.
Islam, all is true. Praying that all is well with you and your family as well. Islam.
Giving thanks. Indeed, beloved. Islam family, this is your good brother, Deputy Sheikh, mainstream grade A 44, yelling out of the Hale County, Greensboro, Alabama, Republic. I just would like to acknowledge my presence and say happy holy day, holy night to all the Moors on the call, to all the Muslims all over the world. Islam and peace.
Islam, Deputy Sheikh. Can you give me a count of the number of callers on the line, please?
Yes, Sheikhs, we have 15 participants on the line at this time. Islam?
Islam. Thank you very much. Islam, anyone else wanting to check in, please press star to unmute your phones and you have the floor.
Islam.
Did I hear sister?
Islam. I yield this sister go.
Islam sister, is there a sister on the line?
I thought I heard a sister say something.
Islam brother, you have the floor.
Islam, this brother Andre Wimbush from Detroit, Michigan, Republican, give praise to Allah, honors to the Prophet, honors to all the Moors. Happy Holy Day, happy Friday. Love and peace, peace and love.
Islam brother Wimbush, thank you so much for checking in. Good to hear your vibrations this evening. Again, thank you, brother, for checking in. Islam, anyone else checking in?
Islam.
Islam.
Islam, all is well with you, Sheikhs, you and the family?
Islam, brother Goyil, all is truly well, and is all well with you and your family?
All is truly well, beautiful and well. Islam.
Islam, you have the floor.
Islam. This is Brother Gore L and Sister Gore L checking in from the South Carolina Republic. I'd like to wish all the Muslims on the call happy holy day, happy holy night, and all the Muslim and Moors all around the world the same. Shabbat shalom, Shabbat shalom, Shabbat shalom. Peace and love.
Islam, Islam, Islam. Thank you, Brother Goyil. Good to hear your vibration. I'm glad you and the family are joining us this evening. Islam, Islam, Islam. Thank you for checking in. Islam, anyone else checking
Islam.
in? Islam.
Islam, Sheikah Carolyn Young Bay. All is well.
Islam, Deputy Sheikhs, yes, all is truly well. How are you this evening?
I'm doing well, thank you.
Indeed. You have the floor.
Islam. Islam family, this is your sister, Deputy Sheikah Carla Green Eel from the Masters of Commonwealth. Happy Holy Day to all the Muslims on the call and around the world. Shabbat Shalom, Islam, and peace.
Islam, Islam, Islam. Thank you so much, Deputy Sheikhs, for checking in this evening. Always a pleasure to hear your vibrations. Thank you so much. Islam, 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 Islam. Anyone else checking in?
Islam.
Islam.
Islam, Sheikah. All is well with you and the family?
Yes, all is truly well. All is truly well with you and the family?
All is truly well with me and the family. Gratitude for asking. This is your sister, Shelly Waite Bay, calling from the South Carolina Republic, checking in and saying happy holy night to all of the Muslims around the world. Shabbat Shalom, Islam, and peace.
Islam, Islam, Sister Shelly Waite Bay. Always, always a pleasure to hear your vibration. I'm praying that you and the children are well. Thank you so much for checking in. Islam. Islam, anyone else checking in?
Islam.
Islam, Islam, Islam. Hi, Precious. How are you?
Doing good. I just want to say happy holy night.
Say your name.
My name is Sister and our son is Bay.
And your how old?
And I'm 6 years old.
And you're calling from?
And Confucius Public. And they are love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice. Who made you? Allah. Who is Allah? Allah the Father uses to receive Him. No one place if you need Him in the heart. Islamic peace, 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 peace.
Islam, Sister Anara, so good to hear your beautiful, precious voice this evening. You have made my entire day. Thank you so much, sweetheart, for checking in. Islam. Islam family. Anyone else checking in this evening?
Islam, Sheikhs.
Islam, Deputy Sheikh. How are you?
All is truly well, and trusting all is well with you and the family. It's always a pleasure to hear your vibrations, and especially on this blessed holy day. as we prepare,
Indeed, indeed,
as we all,
indeed.
as we all prepare to come together for our naturalization ceremony. And I trust that we will get a chance to see each other and press each other's hands.
Islam, indeed, indeed. You have the floor, Deputy Sheik.
Giving thanks. This is Deputy Chief Cornelius Sanders Bay, calling out of Lake County, Florida Republic. So I just want to wish all the Muslims all around the world a happy holy day, happy holy night. And to all the Moors on the call and those who are able to make it on the call, I wish everyone a happy holy day, happy holy night. Jumu'ah Mubarak, Islam, and peace.
Islam, Islam, Islam. Thank you, Deputy Sheik, for checking in. We appreciate you and loving your vibration this evening. Thank you so much. Islam family, anyone else checking in this evening?
Islam.
Islam, I think I hear it. Two sheiks checking in.
Sheikh, Islam. Since they're in front of you, just keep it moving. Islam, this is your family brother, Mikhail Mashirio, from New York Republic, checking in, saying happy holy creation to all my Mobile family on the call and my Mobile family all over the world. Shabbat shalom, Shabbat shalom, Shabbat shalom. Great to hear you on the call tonight, Sheikhis. Bismillah.
Islam, Sheik. Thank you so much. We appreciate you. Thank you for checking in, and it's good to hear your vibration as well. Thank you so much. Islam, someone else checking in?
Blaze. Islam is a raw sister.
Islam, Sheik, Islam. How are you this evening?
Doing great, content. Trusting you and the family doing well.
All is truly well, Sheik. All is truly well. All is truly well with you and the family?
Yes. In the rocky road, but pushing forward on this journey, standing strong,
Indeed. You have the floor, Sheik.
Giving thanks for your energy and vibration as well. Yes, Sheik, give thanks for blessings and all loved ones, the royal family. This is your brother, Sheik Cookbay, and the family calling the Florida Republic. Wishing all the family, all Muslims, those here and those who are not here, but choose to be here in spirit, our ancestors, east, west, north, and south, four corners. Blessed holy day, blessed holy night. Shabbat shalom, Shabbat shalom, Shabbat shalom. I yield the floor back to the mighty moderator, Sheikess, Carolyn Young Bay, Raw Sister, Bliss.
Islam, Sheik, Islam. Good to hear your vibration. Thank you so much for checking in. We appreciate and love you. Thank you so much. Islam. Islam.
Are you?
Islam, Deputy Sheik, it's on you.
Oh, I thought I heard a sister.
Islam, brother. That acknowledging you. You have the floor.
Okay. Islam there, Sheik Carolyn Young Bay. All is well with you and the family, beloved?
All is truly well, sir. Is all well with you and your family?
All is truly well with me and the family. Good to hear your vibrations tonight.
You as well, Deputy Sheik. You as well. You have the floor.
Indeed. Thank you much, Sheikis. Deputy Sheik, Michael Simpsonell Jr., calling out of Wayne County, Michigan Republic. Just want to wish a happy holy night to all the Moors on the call and to all the Muslims around the world. Shabbat shalom.
Islam. Thank you, Deputy Sheik, for checking in, you and the family. Appreciate you much. Anyone else checking in? Islam?
Modified. This is part of stuff. All is well?
All is truly well. Is all well with you and your family, brother?
Yes, all is well. I was just checking in. I want to wish the families around the world happy holidays. Peace night, David Peace Night Neal out of Louisiana Republic.
Islam, brother. Thank you so much for checking in. Good to have you with us this evening. Islam. Anyone else checking in? Islam. At this time, we will head into the reading of our Shabbat Shalom Unity Prayer that we are instructed to read a half hour or so after the sun sets each and every Friday night. This is bringing in of the Sabbath, Islam. So may I please have a volunteer to read our Shabbat Shalom Unity Prayer, Islam?
Islam Sheikahs.
Islam, Deputy Sheikh.
If no one or no member want to step forward, I'll step forward and read it. Islam.
Islam, thank you so much, Deputy Sheikh, for stepping forward, and you have the floor.
Islam and giving thanks. Islam family, this is your good brother, Deputy Sheikh, Mainstream Gray Bay, 44, getting out of Greensboro, Hales County, Republic, Alabama. First and foremost, I would like to rise to my highest heights and give all perfect praise to our Mother, Father, God, Allah. I'd like to remain standing and stand honors to all true and divine prophets, known and unknown, naming and recognizing Jesus, Muhammed, Buddha, Confucius, and to our last prophet in these days and times, our illustrious Hebrew prophet, Noble Drew Allah, in his first, second, and third form. Remaining standing, I extend high honors to our National Grand Sheikh, Joe Bratton Bay, to all our national officials in Baltimore, Maryland, to all our sheikhs, sheikesses, deputy sheikesses, and to all our family, friends, guests. I greet you all in and with Islam. Bring it in during the Sabbath. Shabbat Shalom. Bismillah, in the name of Allah. Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom. O Most High, Thou the Creatress of all there is, Thou the All of Life, the Omnipotent, the All-Providing, the All of Love. We come to Thee this Sabbath Eve, grateful for Your imbuing us with the radiant substance of health these 7 days past, endowing us with vibrant presence in all areas of our living. We thank Thee for the blessing of divine substance, of wealth flowing into our lives these 7 days past, filling our lives with abundance and greatness. We thank You for all these blessings, and we bless Thy name and worship Thee and Thee alone. We bless the creation past and pray Thou will find our deeds, our work, our service to Thee approving in Thy sight by Your grace. We love Thee, we love Thee, we love Thee, O Most High. We bless the creation, yet manifesting, thanking Thee for the breath of life and the radiant substance of health permeating our being, endowing us with vibrant presence in all areas of our lives, ever praying that our deeds, our work, our service to Thee in this creation will be found approving in Thy sight, inshallah. We thank Thee for the flow of the divine substance of wealth, this creation, filling our lives with abundance and greatness. We thank You. Truly, without Thee, the all-providing, we are lost. And with Thee, the omnipotent, the victory is ever ours. We thank You for Your indwelling spirit, speaking to and directing us to our best and highest good. May we ever hear Your voice, heed your word and manifest your will. May our hearts ever know thy presence, our minds overflow with thy thoughts, our eyes see thy divinity, our mouths speak thy words, our hands accomplish thy work, our feet walk thy path. We thank you for the wisdom to know thy will, the fortitude to manifest thy will, the perseverance to persist in thy way until thy will be done. We love and thank you, Divine One. We love and thank you for every opportunity to serve thee, to accomplish thy will be done. May thy indwelling spirit guide and protect us, this creation, as we build and manifest thy divine estate in the living now, giving thanks and praises to thee and thee alone. We love thee, we love thee, we love thee, O Most High. Amen, Ashe, Amun Ra, Sila. Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom. Islam, and that concludes the reading of our Shabbat Unity Prayer. Thank you for the time, Islam, and I return the floor back to you, Sheikah Kyla Youngberg. Islam and peace.
Islam, Islam, Islam. Thank you, Deputy Sheik, for that divine read. Islam. Again, just in case anybody or any members or visitors or guests have joined us at this time, if you'd like to acknowledge your presence, press ** to unmute your lines. Islam.
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 Mark Sturtevant Bay, Wayne County, Michigan Republic. How you doing tonight? Happy Holy Day.
Islam, Brother Sturtevant Bay, doing well. Praying that you are doing well as we are. Just good to have you on the call tonight. Love hearing your vibration this evening. Looking forward to your wisdom this evening. Always a pleasure. Thank you so much for being with us this evening.
Thank you, thank you. But first I want to rise to my highest of heights, giving thanks and praise to the Mother, Father, God, Allah. I want to give honors to the Prophet, honors to Marcus Garvey, the forerunner, honors to the National Grand Sheik Joel Bratton Bay, honors to Deputy Sheiks and Sheiks all over the world. Just want to say happy holy night to each and every one of you. Thank you. Peace and love.
Islam, brother. Thank you so much for checking in. Appreciate you. Islam family. Anyone else checking in?
Islam Sheikahs.
Islam.
We have now 20 participants on the call.
Islam, thank you for that information, Deputy Sheik. Thank you. Islam Wars, for those of you that have checked in, we appreciate you being with us this evening on this creation, and looking forward to everyone's participation this evening. Thank you all so much for joining us. Islam. At this time, we will be heading into our chapter read for this creation from the Holy Koran, the Moorish Science Temple of America, our Circle 7, Divine Instructions by the Prophet, reading of chapter 33. Holy Instructions from the Prophet, Gratitude. Beautiful chapter. I don't think we have any corrections in this chapter, so we're going to, it looks like the Divine Minister is going to be reading this chapter for us. Islam?
Islam. First I rise giving all perfect praises to Allah, to all the divine prophets, just to name a few. Moses, Jesus, Muhammad, Buddha, and Confucius, and the last prophet in these days and time, our honorable noble Jew Allah in the first form, the second form, and third form. I give honor and pray that our ancestors will stand by us always. Islam, Islam, Islam. First, I'd like to read chapter Divine Destruction from the Holy Prophet, chapter 33, Holy Instructions from the Prophet, Gratitude. As the branches of a tree return their sap to the root from whence it arose, as a river pours its streams to the sea, whence the spring was supplied, so the heart of a grateful man delighted in returning a benefit received. He acknowledges his obligation with cheerfulness. He looketh on his benefactor with love and esteem. And if to return to be not in his power, he nourishes the memory of it in his breast with kindness. He forgiveth it not all the days of his life. The heart of a grateful man is like the clouds of heaven, which drops upon the earth, fruits, herbage, and flowers. But the heart of the ungrateful is like a desert of sand, which swallows the greediness of showers that fall and buries them in its bosom and produces nothing. Envy not thy benefactor, neither strive to conceal the benefit he has conferred. For though to oblige is better than to be obliged, though the act of generosity commandeth admiration, yet the humility touches the heart and is admirable on the sight both of Allah and man. But receive not a favor from the hand of the proud. To the selfish and avarice have no obligation. The vanity of pride shall expose thee to shame. The greediness of avarice shall never be satisfied. And after reading chapter 33, I'd like to turn it back into the hands of the moderator, Sheikh Curlin Young Bay, Islam. Thank you for the time.
Islam, Islam, Islam. Thank you, Divine Minister, for that divine read. Chapter 33, Holy Instructions from the Prophet, Gratitude. I'm going to follow up with our commentary for chapter 33, the Holy Instructions from the Prophet on Gratitude, Islam. Gratitude is a state of mind imperative to accessing and sustaining higher self. We must be thankful from the moment we arise from our dua prayer to the moment we repose in the shadow hour. So this lesson of gratitude, although framed in the mundane experience, carries an ethereal or delicate message of import to us all. Chapter 33 begins with poetic similes expressing the heart of a grateful man, delighting in the ability to pay it forward if unable to directly return a joy for a joy. The beneficiary, the receiver of some good deed in receiving the blessing also receives the mandate of cheerful acknowledgement of the benefit with respect and honor given to the benefactor, the bestower of the blessing, even when in the moment return of the benefit to the benefactor is not possible. The beneficiary ever gives thanks, expressing gratitude for the benefit received, and does so throughout his or her life. Now, in verse 4, we turn to a dissertation on the hearts of the grateful and the ungrateful, the former flourishing and the latter barren. Verse 5 reminds us to let not self-pride, false pride misguide you, acknowledging that to be a creditor is better than being a debtor. The acts of generosity merit recognition and perhaps more, yet we are affirmed in being humble as the proper attitude, ever joyous to express our gratitude for the benefit received. The last verse, 6, is a caveat to maintain right association in our levity. This caveat warns us against associating with the greedy and reminds us to check self-pride. So it is we have nothing to do with people vibrating in the mundane world for their associations and not of the higher self. Right association is just that is, association with those who strive in the right, the divine, the one. Associate with right thinking, right speaking, right acting beings. It is key that we consciously live in our divinity, exhibiting the attributes of Allah, of which we are essence. Associate with grateful people, for ours is a life of gratitude, all part self. Associate with grateful people, for ours is a life of gratitude to the all of life. Islam, Islam, Islam. Very powerful chapter, chapter 33, Holy Instructions from the Prophet, Gratitude, which is something that, as expressed in the commentary, something we should be doing from sunrise to sunset, even in times when things don't look so good. If we think about all the good things that Allah has done for us and blessed us with, I mean, that's what the Sheikh and I were talking about this morning. We were just sitting out on the deck and just looking at the trees and listening to the birds, and just felt so grateful that we were able to hear those sounds and that we were able to just look at nature in its rare form. The grass growing, the trees flourishing. It was just beautiful. And just knowing that Allah thought enough of us to wake us up this morning. To have us moving and not having anybody taking care of us in the sense where we can't do things for ourselves. That's gratitude. Knowing that Allah cares that much for us, that He still allows us to be in this on this plane. It's just, my heart just overflows with gratitude for all that He's done, all that He's given us, and gratitude for all the trouble that could have come our way, the things that could have happened, but He saw fit to remove us and protect us from whatever was lurking out there, So I'm just grateful every moment that I can, open my eyes, every moment that my husband can open his eyes, every moment that my children can open their eyes. Just grateful, not about having things materialistic, but about life itself, So at this time, I'm going to open up the floor for anyone that would like to express their gratitude. And I'm going to put this question on the floor. In what ways might we become yet more grateful than we are? Put that on your mind more. Open up the floor for anyone that would like to speak on this chapter. Islam, the floor is open.
Islam.
Islam.
Islam. This is Brother Gorel calling from the South Carolina Republic. But first, I would like to rise to my highest height and give all perfect praise to our Mother, Father, God of the universe, known as Allah. I give honors to our ancestors, known and unknown, recognizing and naming all true and divine prophets, Jesus, Muhammed, Buddha, Confucius, and the last prophet of these days and times, our illustrious Hebrew prophet, Noble Jew Ali, in his first, second, and third form. Extending honors to our National Grand Sheikh, Joel Bratton Bey, all national officials, all sheiks, sheikesses, deputy sheikesses, visitors, students, and members on the call. I greet you all with Islam. This is a beautiful and powerful chapter, and I just would like to camelback on the sheikess, her demonstration. When we start our day, that's when the gratitude is observed and realized, that we woke up, because someone didn't wake up somewhere. But we woke up, our eyes are open, and we have breath in our body. So that's where the gratitude begins. And we should strive, or speaking of myself, I try to strive to spread the gratitude after I've started my day and carry on my way. As verse 1 states, as the branches of a tree return their sap to the root. The key word in that verse is return. It returns the sap to the root. And as we move further, from whence it arose. As a river poureth its streams to the sea, whence the spring was supplied. So the streams return back to the sea. So if we give gratitude or try to produce gratitude, the universe will give it back to us. It will return back to us. Us knowing that, or me knowing that going forward, whatever I put out, it'll return back to me. So gratitude, once given, it shall return as demanded by the universe. And with that, I'll end my demonstration and return the call back to the moderator. Islam and peace.
Islam, Brother Gorel, beautiful, beautiful demonstration. You're exactly right. It starts from the moment you open your eyes that gratitude starts to flourish. Islam, Islam, Islam. Thank you, Brother Gorel. Anyone else like to exercise their five senses on chapter 33? I know we all got something to be grateful for.
Islam.
Islam.
Mark Sturtevant Bay, Wayne County, Michigan Republic. I would like to exercise my five on this good chapter tonight.
Islam, brother. We're looking forward to it. You have the floor.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Again, I want to rise to my highest of highs, giving thanks and praise to Allah. Honors to the Prophet, honors to Marcus Garvey, honors to National Grand Sheikh Joel Bratton Bey, honors to the Sheiks, Deputy Sheikesses, Sheiks, and Sheiks all over the world. Happy holy day to everyone on the call tonight. Man, gratitude. First, I want to say I'm so thankful for everything, but I'm most thankful for the things that hasn't been done for me. It hasn't been done. So many times we're so grateful for the things that people do and people do for us, the gifts. Oh, they did this or they said this about me. I'm so thankful. I'm so thankful. I'm thankful for the things that my mother and father didn't do for me. I'm so thankful because I had to go seek it somewhere else. And that made me independent, upright, and strong. So, like the brother was saying before me, I forget his name. I'm sorry. I do apologize. It says, as the branches of a tree return their sap to the root, from whence it arose. We all come from a mother and a father. As a river poureth its streams to the sea, whence the spring was supplied, so the heart of a grateful man delighteth in returning a benefit received. There never goes a day that I'm not thankful for being here. And I'm thankful for Allah. I'm thankful for my parents. I'm thankful for my mother. But I'm most thankful for is what they didn't do for me. They didn't do some things. They cut me. I wouldn't be here. Just think about if you had that six-figure job going real good, you probably wouldn't be here. You probably wouldn't be here on this call because things didn't go the way that you wanted them to go. But nevertheless, you are here. Some people come in and they learn about the birth certificate. Some people is trying to avoid this and avoid that. I know why we come in here. I've heard all of the stories. But I'm thankful, the gratitude of just being here and getting molded the right way. It doesn't matter how you come here. You can't mess up the Moorish Science Temple of America. It'll mess you up. So you can not be grateful if you want to, but that's just going to be on you. So when I'm thinking about the gratitude, I'm most grateful and thankful for the things that wasn't done for me, so I could go out there and get it for myself. That's what a prophet says. Study yourself. If there's anything that you should study, study yourself and then study yourself again. And once that's done, study yourself again. Just be grateful, Morris. Just be grateful. Even if you don't have anything to say, you can just get over here and say your name because he brought you a nationality and birthrights. Be proud of that, Ellen Bay. To my sisters, man, I love y'all. Let me tell you something. Listen, when I think about the sisters on this call, when I see a sister, I'm so delighted because of how I used to be. I tell you, I was a little mannish little boy growing up, pledging Kappa Alpha Psi fraternity. I thought I was just the prettiest thing that you ever seen. But when I got into the science, I said, "Oh man, I was on a collision course, So I'm thankful for the things that I went through, but I'm most thankful for the things that I didn't get, that wasn't given to me, because it molded me into the person that I am today, where I can come into the science and have some knowledge and be able to give some wisdom, my experience." So sisters, I love y'all. Keep doing what you're doing. I know y'all struggle with us sometimes, but be patient. Be patient with us. I know you have children. I know you're a single mother. I know you guys got jobs. Be patient. It's coming. Don't match that energy. I know my sisters out there. I'm going to match the energy. You got one more time. Say something else. No, just remember, be in the gratitude. Be thankful that somebody said something. Even if somebody say something wrong, brothers. Brothers, we got to stop letting people get us out our square. Somebody said something you don't like. Oh, see, I'm a match. No, be thankful that they said anything. My father said, hey, be worried when a person don't say nothing to you. So the gratitude, it goes all the way to the 7. That number 7 does something to me. 7 days in the creation. How many days in a year? 7. So when you talk about the creation and you talk about gratitude, you got something to shout about right there. But with that demonstration, I'm going to put a period after that because I want to hear what my brothers and sisters have to say. Islam, peace.
Islam, Islam, Islam. Thank you so much, brother, for that demonstration. And I especially like, the part of your demonstration explaining that your gratitude came from a place of came from a place where you didn't have those things that you needed to get through life because it wasn't given to you that way. You had to earn those things, and so you were more grateful for it when you came through it. I think that's what I'm understanding you saying. But that's a good way of looking at it. Those things that weren't done for you, that you had to get out and do and make good on your own. That says a lot. That says a lot. Islam, Islam, Islam. Anyone else want to give their demonstration on this chapter 33? Holy instructions from the prophet. Gratitude. I know y'all got something to say about gratitude. Like the brother said, if it's no more than speaking your name, you have gratitude that you're able to do that. So it shouldn't be quiet on this line this evening. This is one of those chapters where everybody should have something to say about gratitude. Something. Islam, the floor is open. Gratitude is an important part of being happy.
Bismillah.
Islam speaks.
Gratitude, beloved.
Gratitude.
For being who you are. Islam.
Islam.
Mikhail Bashir E. Later from the New York Republic. Ever rising to my highest heights, giving perfect heights to Allah, the great God, and the Father God of the universe, and honoring all his true divine prophets, seen and seen, known and known, and reincarnated. And to our illustrious Hebrew prophet in these days and time, teaching us how to be ourselves. Islam. Sending those honors to our National Grand Sheikh Jelberton Bay and our officials in Baltimore and other republics, our sheikhs, double sheikhs, our family, visitors, guests, our children. Yeah, I did say that first. Families. Irene, Marcus, Messiah, Garvey, the forerunner Harbinger, and the ancient ancestral spirit that guide us through these turbulent times. Yeah, give thanks, give toast to Brother Sturban Bay and Brother Gorhill for what they imparted. I want to come back on my brothers and say this first. I have a saying I say all the time that I give thanks for everything and nothing. And that everything is that which could be useful in my life, and that nothing is that which, if it came through, it could have harmed me in my life. So give thanks and praise to the Most High God Allah for not allowing those things to pass through the barriers that He has set up for us. Yeah. Anyway, full instruction from the Prophet. Gratitude. When I read the first verse it says, as the branches of a tree return their sap to the root from whence it arose, as a river pours its streams to the sea whence the spring was supplied, so the heart of a grateful man delighted in returning a benefit received. So when I read that, my mind flipped to chapter 3, Elihu's lessons the unity of life. Key 2, verse 2 says, in part, for every living thing is bound by cords to every other living thing. And when I read that, I went to our Holy Covenant, E4 and 5. If thy brother is in adversity, assist him. If thy sister is in trouble, forsake her not. So shall the fortunes of our Father contribute to the support of his whole race, and his care be continued to us all in our love to each other, one another. Yeah, beautiful. So, in the unity or the unity of life, this is what is desired. We give and take, push and pull, and create love and nothing harmful. When I take the second key, he acknowledges his obligation with cheerfulness. He looketh on his benefactor with love and esteem. Well, in the chapter to the left, chapter 31, it says a few things also. E8, in thy dealings with men, be impartial and just, and do unto them as thou wouldest they do unto you. Be faithful to thy trust, and deceive not the man who relieth upon thee. Be assured, it is less evil in the sight of Allah to steal and to betray. Pay the debt, key 12, which thou owest, for he who gave thee credit relieth upon thine honor, and to withhold from him his due is both mean and unjust. Finally, O son of society, examine thy heart. Call remembrance to thy aid, and if any of these things thou hast transgressed, make a speedy preparation to the utmost of thy power. And come back to the chat that you were supposed to be on: love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice. And returning to the chapter, and if to return it be not in its power, he nourished the memory of it in his breast with kindness. He forget it not all the days of his life. Now, I've been in this situation here where when in need and that which is needed is provided, oh Lord, the gratefulness, the gratitude, the feeling inside is so overwhelming that you cannot forget that person. And when it is time to repay, if you can't repay it, you feel so bad. But the thought is still to return it when you can, if you can, while you can. It says, verse 4, the heart of a grateful man is like the clouds of Zion, which drops upon the earth, fruits, herbage, and flowers. So that must be water to let these fruits, herbage, and flowers grow. Yes, need that water to purify our body. Yeah. But the heart of the ungrateful is like a desert of sand which swallow it with greediness. The showers that fall and bury them in its bosom and produce it nothing. So we have a man where all is in his mind is what he can attain from others without assisting who he might be able to assist. So now, this is a greedy guy. And judgment must catch you. Anyway, I'm going to end my words here with a period so we can more continue. I return the floor to my beloved sister Shikis. Bismillah. Holy happy day.
Islam, Islam, Islam. Thank you, Sheikh, for that beautiful demonstration on gratitude. Thank you so much. Islam, Islam, Islam. Is there anyone else who would like to express their gratitude or has something to say about this chapter, chapter 33, Holy Instructions from the Prophet, gratitude?
Islam.
Islam.
This is Hugh Baker from Moundsville, West Virginia. Wish everyone a happy holy day and holy night. And I'd like to demonstrate, if I may.
Islam, brother, you have the floor.
Okay. Thank you. I won't rock the mic too long. But I'm being grateful. Well, I was just thinking today, boy, I'm going to say I'm grateful I was able to work out for 6 hours, and everybody's talking about gratitude, so there that is. But what I'd like to demonstrate is gratitude, I feel, is like the language of the Creator, because the easiest way when a person learns about their mind and how to get in a place of power and positivity and, take charge, the easiest, quickest way, if somebody's loaded up with a lot of, negative emotions and bad habits that they acquired in ignorance, it's gratitude. It's the simplest, fastest way. And it can be as simple as, be counting your blessings, or when good things happen, even if they're insignificant and minor in detail. Just being grateful and feeling that emotion of like how grateful you are, like that you woke up, or how grateful you are that something inconsequential went your way. That emotion and basking in it, that's the way to turn around your life, literally. Like, that's wisdom that went beyond my head for a while with some of the information I was disclosed to. So just being in that state of gratitude, kind of like the way when something goes wrong and you see so many people complain and whine and they'll just beat it into the ground. Do the opposite of that, but with gratitude, and that's when your life will start to get magical. And when the brother man was saying, who spoke, he was grateful for what he had not received and had to earn, by his own stripes, so to speak. I loved that, because to me it became full circle, paired with what the sister speaking on the phone was saying about pride. Because when we're in situations where we had to acquire that information and the wisdom by ourselves, it's very easy to be, angry and vengeful, and maybe even use that as fuel to succeed in future endeavors. But if we're in this movement and we're truly trying to be righteous, we know that means, awakening spiritually, as well as having the light heart, the heart lighter than the feather. What he said is something that should be shouted from the rooftops. That was divine. It really, really was. And it's kind of like that scripture in the Bible, not to quote it verbatim, but where it said, for those that have, more will be given, and for those that, have not, even what they have will be taken from them. To me, that always meant, well, for those that have, know the secret of being grateful, and that's the way to attract more. Because like the other brother man was saying, like attracts unto itself, like attracts life. So those that have, they know to be grateful, and those that have not, just keep complaining about lack and getting more of it. So I think this, is a just phenomenal call tonight, and I really love this subject of being grateful. And I'm like the other brother said, you got breath in your lungs, Most High's giving you a chance to get right. So that said, in my demonstration, I'll say peace and Islam.
Islam, Islam, Islam. Thank you, brother, for that beautiful, beautiful demonstration. Yes, being grateful. I mean, it just reminds you of what's important, the importance of life in general, and you realize the things that, you actually need and don't need, So, yes, being grateful for the little things, the little things that really are the big things. I mean, because it's a big thing to wake up every morning. It's a big thing to be able to move in your own energy, without somebody having to help you to walk and to decide things for you. I mean, there are people in those positions right now, but you're not there. We're not there. We're just grateful. I know I am. I'm just so grateful to be able to just be able to be just grateful. Islam. Anyone else want to share their thoughts? They give a demonstration in chapter 33.
How you? Oh, okay. Appreciate you. That sounds like she cooked that.
Islam.
Islam. Thank you, my good sister Angel, Sheikh Yambe. Islam to you and my good brother, Sheikh Yambe. Islam to all my brothers and sisters on the call. This is your good brother, Sheikh Isaiah Orton Bay, calling out of Wayne County, Michigan Republic. First and foremost, I'd like to rise to my highest heights and give all perfect praise to our Mother, Father, God of the universe, whom we Moors refer to as Allah, remaining standing and extending those honors to our ancestors known and unknown, naming, recognizing all true and divine prophets, Jesus, Muhammed, Buddha, Confucius. Our last prophet in these last days and times, our illustrious Hebrew prophet, the Honorable Prophet Noble Jew Ali, first, second, and third form, remaining standing, extending those honors to all of our national officials at headquarters, our grand body, under the guidance and direction of our national grand sheikh, Joe Bratton Bay, all of our sheikhs, sheikesses, deputy sheikhs, deputy sheikesses, our staff, officials, citizens, members, family, friends, students. I greet everyone in the universal greeting of Islam, Islam, Islam. When man honors man, he honors Allah. Gratitude, gratitude, gratitude. All right, more. So, me. Got to go to the definition, Moors. We got to go to the definition. So I'm going to bring the definition of gratitude to the floor. So now, the state of being grateful, thankfulness. So it's real key. So it says the state being. So how do we get our state of being grateful? And I'll just bring that to the floor also. Grateful, appreciative of benefits received. Thankful, expressing gratitude, affording pleasure or comfort. Agreeable, pleasing, well, I apologize. Obsolete, great, which means pleasing. Latin, greatus, independence, gratefully, and that's just going into the adverb. All right, so we have appreciative of benefits received. So now our chapter is gratitude. I lost my page. Okay, so moving forward, let's go to our definition for state. State, a condition or mode of being, as with regard to circumstances. It gives a example, a state of confusion. So there's that gratitude, because our prophet brought us two components of life that we were missing, that we were lacking. As Mr. Van Day demonstrated, we're grateful for our mothers, our fathers, but they didn't provide us with these lessons to remove us from the state of confusion. a condition of being in a stage or form. Some of us know about the lower self, the Negro mentality, the European psychology, as a structure, growth, or development. Here's the building blocks, holy and divine instructions. The fallen sons of daughter of North America need to learn to love instead of hate. How do we learn how to love more? Our prophet is giving us stepping stones, gratitude. What are you grateful for? Let's go back to chapter 3. Getting tongue-tied. Alua's lessons, the unity of life. Again, Yashua met his pupils in the sacred grove and said, "No man lives unto himself, for every living thing is bound by cords to every other living thing. Blessed," here's the key, Moors, verse 3. Our National Grand Chief said, come in threes, right? "Blessed are the pure in heart, for they will love and not demand love in return." Gratitude. You're forever appreciative. You're not worried about what someone else is going to do. You are bound by divine laws. You have holy instructions. The saying goes, once you know better, you do better. So gratitude. We're thankful for coming into this information. So how do we express the gratitude? How do we learn how to love? We perform gratitude through our social duties. Our divine and national standard is, with us, all members must proclaim their nationality, and we are teaching. So by you coming into the information of yourself, know thyself, knowledge of self, Prophet Noble Jew Ali fulfilled that. That's his degree. That's his adept degree, know thyself. So by us coming into the doorway under the divine authority of our illustrious Hebrew prophet, being able to change form, the thought process, spiritual alchemy, more as we're changing form, we're now able to be in that mode, that state of mind. Let's go back to these verses more. This is beautiful. Bear with me. My pages keep on changing. Gratitude. As the branches of a tree, listen, more, return their sap to the root. Every man must be returned to his family. Every man must be returned to his possession. What you were 10,000 years ago is who you are today, without a doubt or contradiction. Return their sap to the root, from whence it arose as a river. This is the second point. Poureth its streams to the sea. Everything is connected by cords, Moors. Prophet is giving us nature to look into to get ourselves back in order. Nature is not out of order. Humans are. What's the difference between an angel and a prophet? One word, human. When we look at our keys, the carnal flesh. Whence the spring was supplied, so the heart of a grateful man delighted in returning a benefit received. What's that benefit received, Morris? You're now back in divine law. You're not outside of the law anymore. You're inside the law. Honor thy mother, thy father, thy days will be limping on this earth plane. Everything is connected by cords. So when we take little things like this, we can start to condition the state of our being grateful. The Prophet, like our good brother Mark 30th Bay said, I brought you something to shout about. There's no way that we can have a conversation with our family and not talk about the Prophet. We know Martin Luther King. We know Malcolm X. That's what's been force fed. Not to take away from those brothers. They did what they had to do in that time. But Prophet Noble Jew Ali brought us something that we strayed away from because we chased after the gods of Europe. Grateful. Thank you, Allah, giving us another chance. How else can we be grateful? Live the life accordingly. Be yourself. Doesn't matter what TV and the propaganda is pushing out for the trend. Be yourself and no one else. Because the return is coming. I spoke about this a couple of creations ago. I spoke about I do things. A lot of people are negative karma, bad karma. Well, do positive things. Always think about someone else. Constantly invest into your treasure chest. Give out good karma through your gratitude. That way, you will always be provided for. It's going to be returned, Moors. The lessons of Confucius says, do unto others as you want them to do unto you. Gratitude. It doesn't have to be a monetary thing, Moors. We know that everything starts with a thought. And Allah bless us with the treasures, the gifts of understanding. So when we understand these principles, it's going to help us cultivate that one main key. Learn how to love instead of hate. So when we express our gratitude, that's us demonstrating that first principle. That's that example that we're emanating, that we want the world to see. It's the change or the correction that we want our people to follow. Gratitude. Everything is going to be returned to the cycle of life, the unity of life. And with that being stated, so we get to our good brothers on the call and our good sisters on the call. I'm going to put a period behind my commentary. I appreciate the floor and the time, my good sister, Sheikah Bay. I'm returning the floor. There's that word again, return. Grateful. I'm returning the floor back to you. Grateful for you, my good sister, for being here with us. Islam, Islam, Islam. You got
it. Islam, Sheikh. Thank you so much. Much gratitude. Right back to you and your family. Islam, Islam, Islam. I think I was hearing Brother Sheikh Cookbay coming in.
Islamism.
Islam, Sheikh. You have the floor.
Yes, yes. Giving thanks, gratitude, gratitude. Hot, hot. Yes. Thanks. It's a beautiful call. This is your brother Sheikh Cookbay and family call the Florida Republic. First one to rise to give all praise to Allah. Giving all honors to our true and divine prophets, those we know and those we don't, those seen and unseen. And just to name a few, Jesus, Muhammad, Buddha, and Confucius, and the last illustrious Hebrew prophet in this day and time, the Honorable Prophet Noble Jew Ali, first, second, and third form. Mighty angel that brought us our nationality and birthrights and the titles to our vast estate. Sending those honors to the forerunner, harbinger, Marcus Josiah Garvey. Remain standing, giving those honors to our national grand sheik, Joe Bratton Bay, and the royal staff. International, national. Those up front and those behind the scenes. All sheikhs and sheiks, all deputy sheikhs and sheiks, guests, members, children, parents, sympathizers, spectators on the call. This is your brother Sheikh Cookbay and family. I also want to give gratitude and honors to the mighty read by the divine minister Sheikh Young Bay, commentary by the Sheikh Young Bay, royal sister, the state of mind, also the demonstration, more demonstration, beauty of nature, life, blessings of Allah.
Brother Gore Ill, definitely start of the day begins our gratitude. Brother Sturman Vay, grateful for the things that has not been done, allowing self to seek for self. That is deep, that is hot, that's fire, and that's truth. Monsieur Il Sheikh, chapter 3, Unity of Life Connection, verse 2, Holy Covenant. Verse 3, definitely we all one time are in that situation. We want to return the gratitude that's given to us, but at that time we don't have that material possession, as they would say. But many of us go through a time where we give gratitude and then a blessing comes through and we forgot to, we weren't looking for nothing in return, and then something pops around and, oh, I forgot I did that for that individual, but they came back and say, hey, I didn't forget it was my breast. I never forgot the small thing you did for me. So here's that blessing. That's natural. Brother Ian Baker, the language of the creator, gratitude, definitely. Gordon Bay, definition, yes. Gratitude, social duties, nature. I open with this, Buddha, the lessons. Let us rise up and be thankful, for if we didn't learn a lot today, at least we learned a little. And if we didn't learn a little, at least we didn't get sick. And if we got sick, at least we did not die. So let's all be thankful. Chamber of peace. Now, the metaphysical meaning of gratitude, basically, it is the ultimate spiritual practice. As a Proto-Indo-European root, Brother Sheikh Angel gave the Latin version. We're going into the Indo-European version to add on. Gwere, meaning to praise, Gwere, to celebrate, to be in contact with the divine. Being grateful is equivalent to feeling the presence of the divine in our lives, same as being in a state of bliss. The voice of the prophet, noble angel. There come good people because I, the prophet, sent to redeem this nation from mental slavery, which you have now. Need every one of you who think that your condition can be better. This is a field open to strong men and women of mind to uplift the nation and take your place in the affairs of men and women. So mental, strong mind, for it is the nearest place we can meet Allah. Right? Key 4, where's the nearest place we can meet him? In the heart. The pineal gland is the heart to the brain. So we definitely see it's a mental change. Gratitude rhymes with attitude. Key to gratitude is to focus on what you are grateful for and think of all the reasons why. As the Sheikhish young lady put the question on the floor. For it aligns our perceptions with the nature of reality. To focus on gratitude is to contemplate the divine, mental, mind. Verse 1, so the heart, the mind of a grateful man and woman delighted in returning a benefit received. Verse 4, the heart, mind of the grateful man and woman. See that connection once again? The heart, mind of the grateful man and woman is like the clouds of heaven, which drops upon the earth fruits, herbage, and flowers. Gratitude comes in two parts, external and internal, esoteric and exoteric. See the connection. Everyday lives are health. But when we're in gratitude, giving thanks, guess what it does to our health, Morris? It boosts our immune system and contributes to our overall sense of well-being. It also improves our mental health. One of the many factors that contribute to positive mental health outcomes, increased optimism. Being grateful is on the same level as love, one of the highest vibrational frequencies. So gratitude is definitely a virtue. And what are virtues? They're qualities that support the inherent goodness that resides within each human being. Gratitude is both a social and a spiritual divine virtue. Now let's go into some neuroscience, the science of the brain. The hormone that gratitude releases is dopamine. A shot of dopamine, whether expressing gratitude for what's good in life or showing gratitude to someone who has helped us at work, etc. The neural circuitry in our brain stem releases dopamine and releases serotonin. Dopamine makes us feel good, and because it feels good, we want more of that divine truth. So we give thanks to the temple and the doors being open and the elders keeping the fire blazing. The two parts of the brain that are attached or activated when we are practicing gratitude, hippocampus and amygdala, AMYGDALA, which are the two main sites regulating emotions, memory, bodily functioning. These get activated with feelings of gratitude. Overall, helps the physical and the spiritual heart, because the positive mental attitude is good for your physical four-chamber heart muscle as well. So we give thanks to our divine prophet, Noble Jew Ali, ancient, committed adept from the order of Melchizedek, who come to restore our minds out of this mental amnesia, out of the grave, and to awaken to the light, truth, love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice. Turn the floor to the mighty moderator, our royal sister, Chica's young babe. Bless, love you all.
Islam, Islam, Islam. Thank you, Sheikh, for that beautiful demonstration. Yes, gratitude can keep you healthy. Gratitude can just change everything for you. Make the bad good. Just releases the stress and the strain of the day or whatever you're going through. Just a little bit of gratitude can go a long, long way. Islam, Islam, Islam. Before we close out, is there anyone else that would like to demonstrate on this chapter?
Islam, Sheikah.
Islam, Sheikh.
Appreciate you. I don't have another demonstration. I just wanted to give my brother Islam. That was drop some heavy degrees right there more. So I hope we were taking notes right there. My brother, he just came with some fire right there. So I just wanted to give my good brother Sheikh Bay his props for bringing that information forefront, because once we get into these definition more and break these things down and continue to go back, return, we're going to continue to get these blessings, and these blessings is going to help us mold and condition the mental state. Prophet said he came to save us from our mental slavery. So I just wanted to commend my good brother on that powerful demonstration he just shared with us and the world. Islam, Islam, Islam. Gratitude.
Islam, Islam, Islam. Thank you, Sheikh. No doubt, gratitude. Islam, Islam, Islam. At this time, if there are no more demonstrations or no more comments going forward, we will start to close out. Much gratitude to you, family, for your presence, your positive energy, and your participation in this creation. As always, we like to acknowledge and welcome any guests and or visitors who may have joined us this evening and give them the opportunity to be acknowledged and to introduce themselves. Please, at this time, if there are any visitors or guests that would like to introduce themselves and acknowledge their presence, you can press ***, and you have the floor. Islam, Islam, Islam. Again, I would like to thank you all for joining us on the call tonight. Gratitude, beautiful demonstrations, and trusting that you have heard something that will give you cause to join us again on our next creation, National Holy Night Conference call next Friday's creation. We'll be going to chapter 34, Holy Instructions from the Prophet, Sincerity, Inshallah, Islam. At this time, I have a few announcements. Our children's Sunday school is every Sunday at 12 noon, with our adult Sunday school immediately following. Join us by dialing in at 443-961-4434. Sunday School Conference Call playback for everyone who is interested in listening to or reviewing our Sunday School recordings can go to our website at MoorishAmericanNationalRepublic.com and go to the resource tab to the Sunday School recordings to access our recordings. Sunday School enrollment, those interested can send an email to sundayschool@MoorishAmericanNationalRepublic.com for registration and to receive your info packet. Please include the names of all children, their ages, birth dates, and school grades. Our town hall conference call is every Sunday evening at 7:30 p.m., where we discuss the national side of the movement. Please join us by dialing in at 443-961-4434. Our Friday National Holy Night call is every Friday evening at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You can join us by dialing in at 443-961-4434. A members forum call is now every Tuesday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Members in good standing can send an email to webmaster@MoorishAmericanNationalRepublic.com for instructions. A Sisters Auxiliary call is every fourth Thursday of each month. Sisters wanting to connect with other feminine energy can send an email to the Sisters Auxiliary 13@gmail.com for instructions. Moorish Men's Business League is every third Thursday of each month at 8 p.m. For those interested, can send an email to moorishmensbusinessleague@gmail.com for instructions. Our Moorish School of Law and History, I think, is winding up for the 2022 session. However, if you're interested in joining the classes for 2023, which will start in January, please go to our website at MoorishAmericanNationalRepublic.com for further instructions. Skills and talent committees. Our committees need your leaderships and skills. Those interested can visit our website at www.MoorishAmericanNationalRepublic.com. At this time, I will open up the floor for any administrative announcements from our national officials. Islam?
Islam. I'm Sheikh Lawrence Youngbay, National Treasurer and Divine Minister out of North Carolina Republic. This message, this announcement rather, is to the members. Keeping in line with Act 7 of the Divine Constitution and Bylaws, members must pay their dues and keep in line with all necessities of the Moorish Science Temple of America. Then you are entitled to the name of faithful. When mailing your dues payment, please include your dues card with your payment. Make a copy of your dues card and keep it home for your records. Members should not fill in any information on their dues card. Headquarters will make all entries and initial the dues cards. Payments received will be automatically applied to any past due balances first until your account is brought current. Sheikhs, officers, subhanallah, officers, sheikhs, sheikesses, deputy sheikhs, deputy sheikhs are required to pay $35 a month, and members are required to pay $20 a month. Also, if you change your address, please indicate so with a note, or you can call me and either send me an email about your address change. And you can also send it when you mail your dues card. You send a note when you mail your dues card. This is so we can update and mark your records correctly. This concludes my administrative announcement for the Moorish Science Temple, the Divine and National Movement of North America Incorporated, number 13, Moorish American National Republic. I turn it back into the hands of the moderator, Sheikess Carolyn Youngbay.
Islam. Thank you, Divine Minister, for that administrative announcement. Are there any other announcements coming to the floor? from any of our national officials?
Islam, Sheikah.
Islam, Sheikh.
Appreciate you much. Islam Morris, this is your good brother, Sheikh Isaiah Orton Bey, ever rising. Islam Morris, this announcement is coming by way of national headquarters. We would like to invite you all, the public as well, to our naturalization ceremony that will take place October 29th, 2022. Our naturalization ceremony will take place inside the Columbus Center located in Baltimore, Maryland. That's 701 East Pratt Street, again in Baltimore, Maryland. We are requesting and asking that all students, current students, those that have completed the courses and those who have maybe just started the courses, you can still take part in this part of the process. All right, so we are requesting that all students and members who plan on attending the naturalization ceremony this year for October 29th, please send an email to our beloved Mother Angel, Sheikah Bellamy Bay. And that email, Morris, please include the number of attendees that will accompany you coming to the ceremony this year. If attendees will be children, would you please indicate the children and their age that will be accompanying you as well? Our Friday Holy Night service will take place at the National Great Black Wax Museum located in Baltimore, Maryland. Again, more the address and time will be provided for us through updates on our public forum calls and on our website, www.moorishamericannationalrepublic.com. So please more tune in to your public calls, your National Holy Night call, your National Sunday School call, and your National Town Hall Educational Forum for updates in reference to our naturalization ceremony and the National Holy Night service that we will have the Friday preceding naturalization on the 29th. Islam. That completes my administrative announcement. Sheikah Young Bey, appreciate you, my good sister. Return the floor back to you. Islam.
Islam, Islam, Islam. Thank you, Sheikh, for that administrative announcement concerning our ceremony for October 29th. Thank you. Islam Moors, at this time we will go into the reading of our divine warning by the Prophet Noble through Ali. Islam. Divine warning by the Prophet Noble through Ali. Prophet warns all Muslims, governors, ordered to read proclamation at each meeting. I hereby inform all members that they must end all radical agitating speeches while at work, in their homes, or on the streets. We are for peace and not destruction. Stop flashing your cards at Europeans. It causes confusion. Remember, your card is for your salvation. Failure to obey these orders will be of severe consequence. We are for love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice. And when these principles are violated, justice must then take its course. Any member or group of members who hold malicious feelings toward the temple or the prophet or violate the divine covenant of the Moorish movement will receive their reward from Allah for their unjust deeds. All true Moors will and must obey the law as laid down to them by their prophet. If they lose confidence in their prophet, they should turn in their card and button, cease wearing their turban and fez, and return to the state where I, the prophet, found you. This is a holy and divine movement founded by the Prophet Noble Drew Ali. And if the prophet is not right, the temple is not right. The prophet, therefore, is sending out the divine plea to all Moorish Americans that they do their part in protecting their prophet and the temple. This is an everlasting movement founded by the prophet through the will of Allah to redeem his people from their sinful ways by order of Prophet Noble Drew Ali. At this time, I'd like to check with Deputy Sheikh Mainstream Gray Bay to see if the Grand Sheikh is on the line.
Islam Sheikhs. No, I do not see the Grand Sheikh on the line. Islam.
Islam. Thank you for that information. We know our National Grand Sheikh, of course, is in Baltimore at our national headquarters this evening, and we send our love and positive energy to all that be present there this evening as well. Islam, Islam, Islam. At this time, we will confirm ourselves to ourselves with the reading of the Holy Covenant of the Asiatic Nation. This affirmation can be found on page 35 of our Circle 7, chapter 25. We read in first person plural. Islam, please unmute your lines and repeat after me. We are the children of one Father, provided for by his Spirit.
We are the children of one Father, provided for by his care.
And the breast of one mother has given us suck.
And the breast of one mother has given us suck.
Let the bonds of affection therefore unite us with our brothers and sisters.
Let the bonds of affection therefore unite us with our brothers and sisters.
That peace and happiness may dwell in our Father's house.
That peace and happiness may dwell in our Father's house.
And when we separate and grow, remember the relations that bonded us to love and unity.
And when we separate and grow, remember the relations that bind us to love and unity.
And prefer not a stranger for our own blood.
And prefer
not a stranger for our own blood.
If our brother is in adversity, assist him. If our sister is in trouble, forsake her not.
If our brother is in adversity, assist him. If our sister is in trouble, forsake her not.
Forsake her not.
So shall the fortunes of our Father contribute to the support of his holy race.
So shall the fortunes of our Father contribute to the support of his whole race.
And his care be continued to us all.
And his care be continued to us all.
In our love to each other.
And our love to each other.
Islam, Islam, Islam. Islam Moors, we will now bring our meeting to a close with our Moorish American prayer. Please, for those who are able, stand in erect posture facing the east. Our heels are together. Our toes are separated at a 45-degree angle. Our upper arms are parallel to the floor. Our forearms are upright, with 5 fingers erect and together on the left hand, and 2 fingers erect and together on the right hand. Islam. Divine Minister, can you take us out in prayer?
Islam, Allah, the Father of the universe, the Father of love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice. Allah is my protector, my guide, and my salvation, by night and by day, through his holy prophet, through Allah. Ameen. Peace.
Ameen. Islam, Islam, Islam family. Thank you for joining us in and participating with us this creation. Till we meet again, inshallah, stay safe and sane. Peace and love, Moors. Islam. Peace.